Hey guys, this is going to be my 2016 winter starting lineup, but to make this video a little bit different, I actually have a daring category. Now, in all my previous starting lineup videos, I never had one, as a lot of the fragrances that I like to wear are your safe designer fragrances. This one here is actually, it is daring, but at the same time, it's something that I enjoy. You know, and what makes this one a little bit daring, this is going to be my first category, is that it does come across, well, it is strong, but it's also a little bit bold, it's deep, it's dark, and that's something that I, for the most part, that I don't enjoy, you know, but this one's a little bit different. But what makes it a little bit different for me is the florals. It does come across as some reason as an older woman kind of vibe, you know, but this is a very masculine fragrance, you know, it's the floral notes. The notes in this one are amber, lots of amber, myrrh, I think it has patchouli, either patchouli or vetiver, one or the other, and the floral notes. And that fragrance is actually from the house of Ferragamo, and that is Terrarosa. This is a very heavy and dark fragrance. I think it's very classy though. You know, it does have a very Italian feature, but at the same time, it does have a bit of an older woman's vibe as well. So you really have to get your nose on this one in order to know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's just me, but who knows. So for daring, I have Terrarosa from Ferragamo.
What's up guys, fragrance community. Scott here. Canuck Shaver is my name on YouTube, my name on my channel. First thing I want to do is thank Chad for asking me to do this. I got into fragrances because of wet shaving with all the soaps and aftershaves and stuff like that, and doing the pairings, so naturally I just moved into fragrances, and Chad's channel was a big motivator for me to do that. He reached out, and I've talked to him for a little while now, and asked me if I wanted to collaborate on this winter starting lineup video, and of course I jumped up the opportunity. So big thanks to Chad. He does so much for the community, especially with new YouTubers and stuff, so big thank you to you, Chad. Scent. Now for my daring scent, it's not necessarily the most daring, like out there scent, like it's not a big loud, although the performance, projection, and sillage on me is amazing, it's just a lot different than what I usually wear. And for that is actually the first ever niche scent I ever wore, and it's a Amouage Memoir Man. I just love the scent of this stuff. It's probably my favorite smelling fragrance that I have. I just find it's not the easiest to wear in all situations. It's like a dark, woodsy, mysterious kind of scent. It's like a, I don't know, like, it smells like a forest, like a really nice smelling forest, like what the king of the forest would wear. It's got some minty, lots of green and woods. It's a phenomenal scent. I love it. I don't hear enough about this scent actually. You hear about Interlude and Jubilation, all those other ones, but I really think giving Memoir a try if you've never tried it. And actually, so my daring scent is going to be Memoir Man from Amouage. This was actually the first ever niche fragrance I tried. I got it in a scent trunk box. I love it. It's green, it's woodsy, it's dark, it's mysterious. It's like all those things. It's just so different than all the other fragrances I wear, and that's why I consider it my daring fragrance. I guess it's not as daring as some of the other ones out there, but to me, like from what I wear, like I said, it's just totally different. It's very green, but it's not, I don't want to say it's uber fresh, but it's got like the mint tea and the woods. I love it. It's amazing. It's just another reason it's my daring scent is I find it, I can't wear it a lot of different times, I find. So for that reason, Memoir from Amouage is my daring scent.
Now for my signature scent, I'm actually going to go with something that I really enjoy. If you're familiar with my channel, I have mentioned this in so many of my previous videos. Some people have actually been called me out on it, says they're tired of the hype. I'm not hyping this fragrance up. This is just something that I truly do enjoy. You know, I hated this one in the beginning, but I got my nose on it again. You know, I actually sold my first bottle, and I ended up buying this one again. And that's from Ferragamo again, and that is F Black. Ferragamo is just one of my very favorite houses at the moment. So with this fragrance is that it's a perfect signature scent. It's very versatile. You can wear it for like, sorry, You can wear it for something casual to something very upscale and formal. It's got lavender, pepper, citrus. There's maybe some woods in it. I'm not exactly sure. Some reviewers have stated that it's a great fragrance. Then some were like, yeah, it's okay, but nothing special. You know, it's really a matter of a choice. But I personally, I really do enjoy this. And for signature, I'm reaching for Ferragamo F Black.
Now, lastly, is going to be my signature scent. And for fall and winter, there is only one fragrance that I reach for a ton, probably more than La Nuit de l'Homme, and that is none other than Thierry Mugler's Pure Malt. Now, I will say I've tried Pure Malt Creation, which I found quite similar, but I didn't find the performance on it quite as good as the original, just Pure Malt, which this stuff is awesome. Love it. It smells so good. I could wear this every day. Like when I get home from work, I spray this stuff on. I just love the way it smells. It does still have that semi-sweet opening, which I'm not the hugest fan of. Then it dries down. It's got the boozy, still creamy, a little bit of caramel. It's just still spices and stuff like that. It's just an awesome scent. It kind of reminds me of like the holidays without having like the cinnamon, nutmeg, but it's got those other spices that you like. It almost feels like there's vanilla in there. It's got some of that hint, like it's leaning towards it, but it doesn't have it in there, kind of like La Nuit de l'Homme. It's got that creaminess without the vanilla. Very great scent. It's also another seductive scent. Big compliment getter. Get really great performance on this stuff. Like it projects really well on me. My skin just... Fragrances work pretty well on my skin, I'll say that. But this stuff, like easily my signature in the colder weather. Like I think winter like comes and it's just like a warming scent. You want to be around it. So yeah, my signature scent would be Pure Malt from Thierry Mugler.
Now for my work scent. Now what I have with this one is I actually have two fragrances that I'm going to rotate during the week. The first one is from the House of Lacoste, and this is pretty much the only Lacoste fragrance that I currently own. And it's very different from a lot of the other Lacoste fragrances which are your fresh, clean out of the shower summer fragrances. This one is fall and winter, and then we're going with Lacoste Pour Homme. The most prominent notes that I get are rum, plum, and a vanilla note. It's a very casual fragrance that I like it. I really do like this. This one was actually a gift from the girlfriend. When it comes to Lacoste, even though I do like my fresh aquatics, this one is pretty much the only one from the house that I think is worth keeping. So, work scent number one is Lacoste Pour Homme. And the second work scent is actually going to be from the House of Dunhill, and that is Dunhill Desire. Now this fragrance comes across as very casual, but at the same time, it's fun, and it's kind of laid back. It kind of has a playful disposition, if you will. It's got a red apple note, vanilla, I believe it has some cinnamon. There's certainly some spice in it from what I can gather, but also a lot of woods in the dry down. It's a little cloying if you over apply, but I think it's great. It's just a great fragrance, you know. But this is pretty much like a cheapie and a goodie. I think I paid for about $35 American for this one. So it's a really good fragrance. So work scent number two, Dunhill Desire.
Is work scent, and actually for me, I work in a hospital, so I actually don't wear any fragrances to work. I might throw on an aftershave or something that doesn't last very long just for my drive to work, because as you know, hospitals are fragrance free, so fortunately I can't wear any fragrances to work, so I guess I gotta say nothing really for that. But if I could, I'd probably wear something like Terrarosa or something like that, something that's easy, people like it, and it's not going to offend anybody. So my work scent is, as of now, is nothing actually.
Now for date night, I'm going to go with something that's definitely, it's playful, it's sexy, it's got some depth to it. It's going to get me noticed, and this one here is in a lot of the guys' top 10 most complimentary fragrances or top sexy fragrances, and that is from the House of Yves Saint Laurent, and that is La Nuit de l'Homme. Cardamom, vanilla, cacao, dries down to a really nice powdery tone. Women really do like this one, guys. Just make sure that you get the original formulation and not the new formulation. And I honestly don't know which one is the original, which one is new. I really don't. This is actually the original formulation, because I actually got this from Joe Anthony last year. This one lasts a good 8 hours on my skin, and it's just a great fragrance. So definitely good for going out, dates, that sort of bit. And that is Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit de l'Homme.
Next up is my going out scent. Now for me, I'm married, I have a 4-year-old son, so I'm not a guy that's going to be going out clubbing or anything like that. So a night out for me would be maybe dinner, going to a movie with the wife, maybe over to a friend's house for some drinks, or going into a coffee shop or something like that with some friends. So my choice for something like that would be Pure Havane from Thierry Mugler. Very, very popular scent, and for good reason. I'm not the hugest fan of the opening of it. I think it's really loud and sweet. I don't like the first 20-30 minutes of it, but then after that, it really, like, when it starts to dry down and stuff, it gets like a creamy vanilla, honey, like an amber kind of scent to it, and it's just, I really love it. It works great on my skin. I get great performance out of it, and it really is like a huge compliment getter. Guys will ask, like, hey, what are you wearing, man? It smells really good. Girls think it smells really good. It's just a great scent, and there's a reason that people love it. So my going out scent is Pure Havane from Thierry Mugler, or Thierry Mugler.
Now for close quarters could really mean different things. You know, it could mean like close quarters when you're snuggling with someone, when you're sleeping together, or if you're having, you know, sexy time. This one, I think, it's not a sexy fragrance, but it's clean, it's fresh. This really is a spring and summertime fragrance, but I would like to wear this one in the wintertime for like just, if I'm going to wear a fragrance to sleep with just for overnight, I'm going with Ferrari Bright Neroli. Clean, fresh, out of the shell with lots of citrus, some neroli, well I should say a lot of neroli, some orange blossom, and other notes. I have stated this on many occasions on camera that this really is, to my nose now, the Tom Ford Neroli Portofino clone. 1/3 of the price, and it lasts pretty much the same longevity and length. I think it's great. So for close quarters, I'm going with Ferrari Bright Neroli.
Okay, on to my close quarters scent, and for me, this is probably my easiest choice. It is none other than Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit de l'Homme. As you can see, I got this in a scent bird. It is just the most intoxicating, sexy fragrance. It just smells so good. That cardamom note, it just lasts throughout. And it doesn't have vanilla, which sometimes I find can be cloying, but it is kind of creamy. And the big thing is my wife loves it, so that's always a good thing. She's not always a big fan of all my fragrances, but she loves this one. Other people love it. I know it's hugely hyped, probably one of the most talked about fragrances, but there's a reason for that. And this is a new formulation. I know guys say the new formulation is crap compared to the rest, but this stuff works for me. It lasts a long time on me, 6 to 8 hours, easy. It just smells great, a little bit of lavender, and it's not too sweet either. Like, I do not find it cloying at all. It's just seductive. It's just something you want to smell, like you want to smell yourself. I think women could possibly wear it too. Like, it's not overly masculine. It's just by far for close quarters. I don't think there's any better date scent or just hanging in with your girl. It's the best stuff you can get. I just love it.
Now for my formal fragrance, I'm actually going to be going with this one. I love this one. At the time, it was my most expensive purchase that I had. Yeah, well, it's the most expensive purchase that I ever made, let's just say, you know, and I love it. You know, it really caught me by surprise, and I wish that more people would look into the line. There's only one other reviewer that's ever mentioned this one on camera, and that is Fragrances with Steve. And for formal, I'm going with Hugo Boss Silk and Jasmine. The 4 notes: jasmine, vanilla, cloves, and honey. So it's a basic fragrance, but it is sexy. It is formal. It is unisex. Ladies, you could definitely pull this one off very well. This will turn a couple of heads. It is a little playful, but at the same time, it is very formal as well. Just a great signature scent as well, you know. So that is Silk and Jasmine from Hugo Boss for my formal scent.
Now, onto my formal scent. This was another pretty easy choice for me, and well, I don't do a lot of formal things, but whenever I do have like a big fancy dinner or like going to a wedding or something, there's only one fragrance that I ever choose, and that is none other than Bleu de Chanel, and this is the EDT. Again, performance on this stuff is amazing. The top grapefruit note, like I'm a grapefruit fiend, I love it, it's my favorite note in fragrances. The grapefruit in this, I just love it. Like the first 30 minutes is like amazing, love it, cannot get enough of it. And then it dries down and it's got like this sandalwood, and it still's got a bit of that citrus, and the incense comes out. I know some guys say they don't get the incense, I get quite a bit of it. Again, it depends on your nose. It's another hyped fragrance, but again, it's great. And this is probably my most complimented fragrance. It just works. There's a reason you see it everywhere. It's in a lot of top 10s for designer and stuff like that. It's just, the bottle's beautiful, magnetic cap. It just works. People love it. You're not going to offend anybody, especially if it's like a dance, if it's a busy, formal event where there's lots of people around. It's not going to blow anybody away. People aren't going to be pushed away from you. So it's a great scent. Like, people love it. Gets tons of compliments. Awesome scent. I think it's super classy too, but it also can be wearing in other situations, which is kind of nice as well. So my choice for formal, Bleu de Chanel. And again, big thanks to you, Chad, for having me on here. Everybody give Chad a follow if you're not already following him, and thanks for having me on there, Chad. Cheers.
I want to thank everybody for participating. You know, if you have not done so, check them out. They're in the description link below. Again, this is my 2016 winter starting lineup. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for participating. Guys, we will see you later. Take care and bye.